it going, everybody? Thanks for dropping by LMD today. Episode 73. Yes, it's time for a Diecast haul. We're going to start off with some Autoworld trucks. If you guys have been watching the channel, I have said that I will continue to expand my Autoworld collecting, and if I come across stuff, I will pick them up. I did finally pick up some of the square bodies. This is from the 2021 Riverside show for the Diecast's collectors right there. This one with the camo on it. Nothing particularly fancy with this one. Got this for $7, I think. But I didn't have any square bodies. Literally had no square bodies. So just going to start getting them as I find them, as I mentioned. So it looks pretty good. It does, it is from a show. So there is a little logo on the top, which is not all that great. But I got to start somewhere, especially when it comes to the square bodies. Does have an opening tailgate, which works very, very, very good. There's a plate on there, which is, I don't know if we can see the state on there. It's so small. But I think it might be Michigan. It might be, I don't know. It does have an opening hood, which looks pretty good. First time having one of these square bodies and cracking one open. That looks pretty good. Details in there look pretty good. The engine's a little bit crooked in there. It's a little bit off-centered a little bit, but that's okay. And have the hood closed most of the time. Base dates right there, 6/25/2021 is your production date on that one, so we'll set that guy right there. Couple more just regular releases, some older ones here. This one in light dark blue poly, looking pretty fancy. 1984 Fleet side. There is all the deets right there for 2021 release 4. So some pretty old ones, but like I said, if I come across them cheap, getting these for $5-6 a piece, which is retail, is perfectly fine for me. So just kind of scooping them up. This one is a little bit different front end design, looks pretty good. 1984 on the plate looks pretty good as well. I like the wheels, same wheels as the other one, just looks a little bit better on this one because the light and the blue mixes a little bit better. No logo on the top, obviously. Tail light or tail gate works just perfectly fine. The bumper's a little bit crooked, just a little bit off, but it's not bad, not too bad. And of course this one has opening hood as well. This one just has solid black underneath there, nothing particularly fancy. There is quite a bit of detail to the engine, but it's just solid black. And then there is your base deets right there. 7/1/2021 production date for that particular one. And then I got one more square body right here. This one is also from 2021 release 4. Of course, this is the other color. This must have been version A for the first one, version B for this one. Red, orange, and black. Gonna crack this one open. Again, got this one for a pretty good deal. Ooh, oh, look at that. Looks like the bumper missed the rivet spot. Missed getting in there on the rivet. That's unfortunate. There's nothing I can do to fix that. Once the rivet's loose, with the rivet, it definitely looks like it's off. It's interesting. So the bumper was just not placed in the right spot before it was riveted. But I might be able to fix that. I might be able to fix it. Like again, $5 or $6, not that big a deal. The tailgate won't go down because of where the bumper's at. But I like this one much better than the blue one. It's a disappointment that the bumper's messed up. I don't do a very good job of looking at the model before I crack them. If I'd have noticed that, I probably would have just not cracked that one, but I might be able to fix that. But if not, no harm, no foul. It was only $5. Life will go on some way, shape, or form. All right, I've been holding on to these for 4 or 5 months, maybe more than 5 months. These were available at Walmart. They did drop at Walmart, but they seem to only stock them one or twice, and I only found them at 2 different stores, and that was it. There is the full set. I've been waiting to get the full set. I am missing this one right there. I do not have the Volkswagen T1, but I have the rest of them, and because I've been waiting so long to do these, I'm just going to crack them now. But the French Touch series, pretty nice to see those in the U.S. At least we're getting something Majorette related here and there. But I really wanted to do this as a full set and a video on it, but I just cannot get my hands on that last one. So I will probably reach out to my buddy down in Australia to maybe try to find me that missing one. This is all in French, of course. I'm not even going to. That one says Bon Appetit, but I'm not gonna pronounce the one on the side. It says something something olive, but it looks good. Over no traffic. Details on the back look pretty good. Does have an integrated tow hook on the back. Still has suspension and stuff like that. Rubber tires on there as well because these are deluxe. Deets on the front pretty average. Nothing fancy on the side. It's a pretty average model. As you saw, the side door opens up. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. So door opens up. There's a couple of seats inside there, but nothing particularly fancy. We'll just set that guy over here. And of course, it comes with the same tins that we've been seeing on everything else, except for these are white. Most every single one has been black, but these ones are white, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So I don't keep the tins. There's no point in holding on to the tins. The tins are pointless. All right, next one up, the Citroen HY. For some type of Dijon, some type of mustard maybe, who knows, I don't know. You guys can chime in. I'm not trying to be negative towards anything French. I just have truly no idea what these are. Which is, probably what the majority of people in the U.S. are also in the same position. We just don't know. But I am collecting them for the models. It does have those really nice steelies on there. Really like that wheel. It looks really, really good. And, of course, it does have rubber tires, which is really nice. So I like that detail. Opening hatch in the back. Taillights done up. Pretty good. The hatch is painted black. Looks very, very nice. There is the print on the side. So some type of Dijon mustard. And then, of course, it says Bon Appetit on the top as well. And then a little bit of details in the front. No lensed headlights on this particular one. And I'm pretty sure that's just based on the way that it's designed. 1/60th scale. So forgot to see what the traffic was. I was trying to point those out. 1/64 scale. Claims that that one is 1/64 scale. I wouldn't say it's probably true 1/64 scale, but it's 1/64 scale. And then, of course, just the tin. Not going to spend time on the tins. All right, next one up, Citroen 2CV for Cafe. For just, coffee. Love coffee. I think everybody can agree that we love coffee. Coffee's good. Get that out of here. There is the Citroen. It's kind of a modern wheel for the Citroen, which I don't think is necessarily bad, but interesting. No suspension on this one, which is very, very interesting. 1/64 scale as well. Does have the opening bonnet, should I call it. Engine details in there look pretty good. I do have maybe one or two of these in the collection of the CVs. Of course, it says Bon Appetit on the top as well. I'm assuming that every single one will, since it's been 3 out of 3 tin. We have another Citroen HY, so that's pretty cool. French baguette for some type of bakery. Of course, it has a loaf of French bread on there. Get the HY out of there. There we go. There is the Dietz. This one is a little bit different. Has a different opening feature to it, which I think is really, really cool. One of the things that Majorette does, just to try to change things up a bit. Same prints on the front. Looks pretty good. Of course, it says Bon Appetit on the top. About a bunch of croissants there on the top. Details on the back. This does not have an opening section in the back. The opening section is actually on the side. So this is a food service truck. Kind of deliver, bakeries on the go, baked goods on the go, which is kind of cool. Same basic Dietz though, same basic casting, just a different moving part, which is actually pretty cool. They're pretty smart about that. That steely wheel is just so good. It's just good. I really like that wheel. All right, the last one that I have in the mix for Macarons Betty, Renault Kangoo. I have a couple of these too, although every single one of these I have. Actually, I think I have 3 of these. I have 2 in DHL deco and 1 just in regular Majorette deco, like self-branded deco. This one looks pretty good though. I like it. This definitely looks something like you would definitely see in the U.S. Obviously not the Renault part, but just a little small delivery van. Of course, in pink with some macarons on the side. Look pretty tasty. Details on the back look pretty good. I like all that silver print that goes around, and of course it says Kangoo on the back. It does have a opening feature, which is the whole entire hatch, which has got no window or nothing in it. Looks pretty good. Just some seats inside though. So it's not really made to be a delivery one because it actually has seats inside of there, but it's okay. And of course, that one does have suspension. Then there is your base Dietz right there. Take a look. 1/64th scale on that one as well. So we'll put that guy right there. I have so many Renault, not Renaults. I have so many Majorettes to put away. It's ridiculous. All right, regular treasure hunt. This is for the C case. I think, yep, this is for the C case. Regular treasure hunt right here. Mailed it. There is, of course, your treasure hunt details right there. Congratulations. And then, of course, there is a treasure hunt symbol right there on the door. This was a new casting last year. So I like this one. It says mailed it. It's got a couple of turbos on there. Looks pretty decent. It's okay. It's okay. And then, of course, there's some details inside. It's got like a NOS tank and stuff in there. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see that. It's a little bit better to see that on that one than the original one because I don't think the original one had a white interior to showcase that. I do have hammer drops. Ka-ching! Chase, yes. So I bought a couple cases of these, did not get a chase. I got this for a pretty good deal. I think I got this for 25 or 30 bucks, if I remember correctly. Not a very popular chase, but I really do like this casting. I really do. I think it's super cool. Lancia Stratos Zero. So we're going to crack this open. Of course we are. So there is the Lancia in just solid black. No print on the V up here like the basic one has. It does have the Lancia logo that you cannot make out or see anything about it because it's just way too small. The back end is very nice. It does say Stratos on that side, although you can't read it. But it does say Stratos. All right, you kind of read it. Kind of read it. Not that great. I think this one's way better than the mainline version, the regular version. Not because it's a chase, it just looks better in solid black. But that is such a itty bitty teeny tiny casting. It's so small to hold in your hand. It's ridiculously small. All right, a couple of better Hot Wheels. I do love pre-war cars. I like classic stuff. Neo Classics right here. This is, of course, the Classic Cord. I only paid 15 bucks for this. It says 25, but I only paid 15 for it. There is the number for this one, 7283. Yes, we are going to open this. Of course we are. We would never keep this sealed, especially for such a cheap price. I'm not even going to keep the packaging on this one either. So we're just going to get this out of there. Get our Classic Cord. Get all this packaging out of here. Although I will keep the Protecto, because the Protecto is pretty nice. So keep that, set that to the side. Take up our Classic Cord, which looks pretty good. Spectra Flame Blue with those classic red lines on there. I do like that detail. I think it has a opening or removable hood. One of the two. Just opening. There we go. Nice chrome bits down in there. Looks very, very nice. I like the details. And of course, the removable roof section if you want to make it a drop top. Definitely is a very, very nice one. I have to make sure to clean it up and get all my grubby fingerprints off of there. Looks good though. Nothing particularly fancy. It even has the same issues with the wheels as red lines do, where the wheels tend to bend and do some weird stuff like that. And then there is the base Dietz right there. Of course, made in China. 1970. It says 1970 Mattel. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Yes, we are going to crack open some RLCs too. We got a couple of them. The most recent ones, 1985 Audi Sport Quattro S1. I've been eagerly waiting to get my hands on this one. I'm going to attempt to try to keep the packaging a little bit nice on this one. Not like dramatically nice, but at least a little bit nice. Maybe, let's see, let's maybe open it from the bottom. Maybe keep the top part a little bit more intact. Slide this. If it cooperates, you know, if it just absolutely doesn't want to cooperate, then we will just say to heck with it, and we will just do what we got to do. So if I can get the little plastic hood, there we go. Come on, there we go. Very nice. Okay. So put the little packaging. Actually, I don't know. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous that I should even be keeping this, but you never know. You never know. Sometimes, you know, So put that to the side. All right, let's take a look at our S1 Quattro with the hood up. Looks excellent details in there. The engine block is part of the casting, but then there's a lot of like really good prints along it. Looks like there might even be one extra piece on this side for, I think, what would be the turbo, potentially. Details on the front look excellent. The lights look pretty good. They're a little bit crooked, but they're not bad. Only the yellow, or gold, I should say, is the Spectra Flame. It is white. Besides that, I think the Rail Riders look good. Perfect Rail Riders. Perfect Rail Riders. Absolutely perfect. Wing looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, it says Quattro on the plates. The single exhaust out the bottom looks very, very good. I like the details of that. The rivet spot is very, very far back, probably because it's part of the wing, which of course doesn't do anything, doesn't move or anything. There is a roll cage inside, as you can see. Looks very, very good. Close the hood down. Hood looks excellent. Details on the hood look very, very, very good. Just all that super, super nice gold chrome looks so good. All the way around. Prints and deets look so good. Little mud flaps on there as well. And then, of course, the base deets. Flip that around the right way. There is the base deets right there. It does have some really nice print on the base as well. It is a matte color base with a little bit of silver, kind of a gunmetal silver. Really, really digging that one. That one's really, really, really nice. So we're going to put that one right at the top. That's probably one of my favorite RLCs in quite a while. Definitely quite a while. But I have another one. This is the most recent RLC drop. This is the latest E46. So we're going to crack this one open as well. This one will try to be same gingerly with it, I suppose. Although it is kind of pointless. You know, I don't really care for like keeping the package. I mean, once you open it, it's opened. But I do know that there are times where people that like collect RLCs want the original packaging, and it makes sense. I get it. So I'll just put that back in there. Try to keep that part of the card together. Put that back in there. There we go. Get that out of the way. Take a look at our E46. It is in a magenta, kind of a red magenta. Spectra Flame looks really, really good. You know, one of the things that drives me nuts about RLCs is they use the same Rail Riders as everyday, premiums. And I feel like RLCs should all get their own special Rail Riders. That's just my opinion. Prints under the hood look really good. It's got a tower strut bar. The block is blue and stuff. That's pretty nice. A little bit of silver print in there as well. See if the hood closes. It's always been an issue. Closes pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Details on it look pretty good. Colors look pretty good. It's I mean, it's all right. It's all right. Is it better than the blue one or the antifreeze one? In some aspects, yes. I like the plate on there. It says "Let's Go." I like the race car bits to it. I like the number placard. I like the M colors on it. The wheels look pretty good. It's like a gunmetal with a chrome lip. That actually looks really good. That's actually a really, really good design for that particular wheel. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily better or worse than the blue one or the antifreeze, but just another continuation. So pretty happy about that one. Pretty happy to crack that one open. Put that one up in the display as well. In older Hot Wheels, yes, Battlestar Galactica 35th anniversary, Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper. I don't particularly care for the movie, the show, whatever Battlestar Galactica is. I just wanted the ship. And I've been hunting for it for a while. This one I got kind of in a trade, maybe, I guess you could say. But I'm pretty happy about this. So I've been waiting to crack this one open for quite a bit now. So let's get this cracked open. I know there's not going to be anything real fancy with it. It's just a ship. It doesn't do nothing. It doesn't come with like a stand or anything like that. It does have some landing gear. It looks decent. It's pretty nice though. It's pretty nice. I like things that are different. I like things that are a little bit oddball. I like the sci-fi aspect to it. I think they did a great job with this ship. Only released it once as far as I know. They've never released this one again for some reason. Not sure why Hot Wheels does that, and then they take other ones and they release them. 200 times in a row. So we'll just put our Battlestar Galactica Colonial Viper right there. Some older Hot Wheels premiums from back in the day. The Mercedes-Benz SL55 in the Got Speed series. Let me get this guy out of here. Some of the castings in these were 100%ers, black box stuff, but some of them were not. This is a pretty straightforward casting. Nothing really fancy with it. It's actually got very minimal details to it. Just a little bit of taillight prints on it with the Mercedes logo. As you see in the front, there is no print other than that Mercedes logo right on the top of the hood. But it did come with Real Riders, which were okay. Base was not all that great. Casting was a little bit meh. But I like... launching the car around. Sorry about that. Launching the car around. And I really like Mercedes. So I got this for a few bucks. So I figured I'll just go ahead and add it to the collection. But I can tell you, holding that in hand, it literally feels like holding a cheap car. It literally feels cheap in your hand. Another one from the Got Speed series is the Cadillac CN. Number 2 of 4. I don't have the whole set, just a couple of models here. Just another casting that I have begun to collect, the Cadillac CN. It looks pretty decent. I think this was a V16 mid-engine Cadillac concept car, if I remember correctly. There is the deets in the back. Or maybe a V12. I guess it was a V12. I don't like this one because they put these ridiculously huge tires on the back and these like tiny little pizza cutters on the front. It looks absolutely terrible. This casting does not look good, but at least it gets a decent amount of print. Just silver prints on the front, but I mean, it looks like it was like an actual supercar type thing, but then somebody made a kind of a funny car out of it, basically, to take to the track. And I don't think that looks good, but just a version I didn't have. All right, Boulevard Bruisers. One of the better castings from that era was the Escalade, the Cadillac Escalade. So we'll get this one cracked open. Get this off of the double viewed blistered bubble. So many different pieces in here. They did a couple of colors for all these, by the way. It wasn't just the one color. This one was okay. Those are not prints on the headlights. Those are actual design. It's all just one chrome piece across there. Not the greatest look, but at least they did try to put a color break in there. The Real Riders are okay. They're a bit small, but the way the casting's made, you couldn't really fit a bigger wheel in there. The base looks pretty good. The base is pretty well detailed. 2003 Mattel, it says. Details in the back. There's your Cadillac logo. A little bit of taillight prints. Flames on the side. They were very toned down decos for these. They were basically like car culture, but definitely a much lower price point. Another one up, a Motor Trend number 2 of 4. A casting that's only been used maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times. The Jaguar XKR. This is a 100% Hot Wheels casting, by the way. It's not just a regular premium like those are. Let me get this off the studio. This one is a true 100% Hot Wheels black box style casting. You'll see by the deets on the bottom, looks very, very good. That is a separate piece for all the exhaust and engine work you see there. Looks very, very good. The Real Riders look very, very good. Prints and everything look good. There is your Jaguar logo. Everything about this casting looks good. I think they did a great job with it. Proportions look good. And of course, it's got that opening hood. Opens the correct way as well. It's just a big piece of chrome inside there. So it's a little bit hard to see some details in there, but it looks good. It looks good. I like the fact that you see just the chrome exhaust when you look at the back of it. And then, of course, it's all metal. Metal body, metal base. Just a really, really good casting. Definitely something that you just don't see very often at all. All right, I have another Autoworld. If you guys have been watching all my Diecast hauls, I do have 2. This is the brand newest release of the Big Country Collectibles. Got that good old Hobby Lobby. There is the mix right there, all 4. We've already done the Silverado and the Jeep. Now I finally found the Ram. Just got to get the Ford F-150 Lariat to finish out the series. But really, really happy to get into the Ram. They have not used this casting enough at all. It says, we are Pro Rodeo. Pro Rodeo on the side. It says Ram. Details look good. Details on the top, front look good. It's a little bit blemish there on the front, which is unfortunate. Right above the grill. But it's not horribly bad. Not great, but it's not horribly bad. The butterscotch interior is a very interesting color choice. It looks okay, but it's just weird. Comes with a tow hitch on there, which is pretty nice. Texas plate says Cowboy. And then some details on the back. It does have an opening tailgate. Oof. Oof. There we go. Oof. About as far down as it wants to go. It's held on there with some paint. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm just going to have to work that in there. Probably never open that ever again. And then under the hood, pretty good details. It's very three-dimensional down in there. So there is a pretty good details. It says Ram there on the top as well. Hopefully that comes through on the camera. But it does say Ram at the front of the air cleaner. And then the metal base right there, 10/9/2024. So it's taken forever for that to get here. As a matter of fact, I already know that one's unfortunately not going to fit in the container there. All right, a couple of muscle machines. If you guys have ever watched my muscle machines where I walked through everything that was current at the time I did those, I have been looking for this particular one forever. This is the Target Chase for the Chevy Nomad gasser. It got knocked around a little bit. I did buy this on eBay, but it got knocked around the package a little bit, so it's a little bit off-centered, but that's okay. I'm just happy to finally have this and fill a hole in the collection. Been looking for that one for a long time, so I'm pretty happy to have that one. But I also found a brand spanking new muscle machines on the pegs, which is super, super rare. I found this one. This is one of the absolute newest muscle machines to drop. This is your 1988 Chevy Camaro Z28, number 37. I have not seen new muscle machines for at least a year, maybe more. This is the first one I found. I found this at Kroger, or I found it at King Soopers, which is my local Kroger. So of this set right there, the Countach and the maybe Sprinter. So the Sprinter's out. The Sprinter Torino is out. It looks like, I'm looking at my list. I got my list to the left. So it looks like the only one that's not released so far yet is this Lamborghini Countach. So hopefully that will come soon. They are up to 48, but they're going to be a new release for 2025. It's going to be like their 20th anniversary or something. They're going to be all new, so unfortunately they're all going to change. Try to get that to keep from falling over. I got one tarmac as well. I did pick up this guy right here, the Mercedes G-Wagon. I got this for pretty cheap. That's why I picked it up. Nothing particularly fancy. It does have the nice roof section there on the top, but it's a pretty good one. Just, you know, always happy to add more Mercedes to the mix. So not too shabby. It comes, of course, in this nice little sleeve with a nice background on there, kind of wilderness background. But I don't know of anybody who would actually modify their G-Wagon like that, but maybe there might be. We'll put that on the left side. All right, I got new monster trucks as well. Yes, Monster trucks. This is like the newest mix I've ever seen. I found this mix at Scheels because for some reason Scheels always has the absolute newest stuff. It's usually picked through, but they always have the newest stuff. So this is the absolute newest mix of monster trucks I've seen. So Dragonizer, that is new. Might even be a new casting, but that's a new version. Either way, not a casting I collect. Shark Reek, that is carry forward, really got to go. Carry forward. Bone Shaker, carry forward. And of course, the R34 Skyline, carry forward as well. So nothing new on those. Totaled is brand new. Barbie Corvette XL is brand new and shows the Camaro. So I do have all three of those. The first one we're going to take a look at is Totaled. Good old Totaled, one of the coolest castings they ever came out with. Just a demolished monster truck. Whoever decided to come out with this last year is like, that person deserves a raise, because that is the most obliviously like in your face model you should have ever come out with. Comes with the Time of Taxi. Yes, that is the Time of Taxi, in case you guys were curious. In orange, just a plastic piece of junk. This is the coolest version of this casting so far. It's kind of got that kind of drawn kind of manga style to it, but it's also got a bunch of different colors on it, which I think is super cool. This is just such a cool casting. Just a crushed monster truck. It just looks super, super cool. Details in the back, of course, it says Monster Trucks. It's got a little bit of a magenta fender on this side. I love it. It's just so cool. Crushed, banged in window. This is just such a cool casting. So they built the casting like as you can see, like that wheel won't turn. So like it doesn't like work all that well, but it doesn't matter. I think that's what gives it its charm as well, is that it's such a beat up piece of junk, you know. All right, next one up, of course, is that Camaro SS, brand spanking new deco for that one, new for 2025, 2018 Camaro. I'll throw that in there. This one comes with the wagon, the Boulevard Bruiser, I think it's called, something like that. This is the Camaro. Uses some blue wheels with some white beadlocks. The casting looks good. I think Hotwheels did a very good job with the casting. Monster trucks on there, a bunch of different colors. Looks pretty good. It says 25 on the side, probably for 2025. Details in the back look pretty good as well. Orange chassis on this one. And then just chrome interior, you know, for the engines and stuff. And then the last monster truck single pack I got, this is the Barbie. Which when I first saw this, I was like, Barbie? What do you mean? But yeah, it's Barbie. It's definitely Barbie. Barbie Corvette XL. We'll get this one out of there. Plastic. There we go. This one comes with the coupe. The two-door coupe in red. Nothing fancy. But there is the Corvette. It does utilize that kind of different wheel. Kind of gunslinger wheel. I like that. It says Super Vet on the side. I think there was a yellow Barbie Corvette at some point in time back in the day. I think that's what this one is designed after. Which is actually kind of cool if that's what it is. If that's like a throwback. Barbie on the plate, taillights done up, looks good. Kind of an interesting color combination. You have a matte blue for the chassis. It's very weird color combination, but I think this is actually decoed up from a Corvette, Barbie Corvette from maybe like the 80s, maybe early 90s. And then the very last item I have here, I have a 2-pack. Yes, brand spanking new 2-pack. 2025 2-pack. This is the mix right there. Of course, that is a brand new deco for the Ramblin' Wrecker, which is a new casting for this year. That total, the same one we just looked at, that's a carry forward. There is the other two, and then of course you have Bigfoot number 1 and Bigfoot number 4. Hot Wheels Race number 1 and Hot Wheels Race number 4. The number 4 is new. So this is the newest pack here. This is a carry forward here on the right. But this is a new deco on the left. This looks very, very similar to the box set exclusive you get at Target right now, except for that one has a gold chassis. I think that's the only difference between the two. Gold chassis versus black chassis. So I wanted to pick this one up because it's a casting that I collect. So we'll take a look at that brand new one just real quick. Of course, this is the 70s F-150. Looks absolutely fantastic. Gold window, I love it. I love it. I just like all this 50th anniversary Bigfoot stuff they're doing. Looks good. They're doing a great job. Great job. Gold wheels on this one. Black chassis. Black interior as well. No chrome on this one. So that's super cool. And of course your 50th Bigfoot logo right there on the top. Details on the other side. Pretty straightforward. And then of course this is the carry forward. Now, I don't know if this one came in a single. It probably did. I got my particular version in the Bigfoot Legacy Pack, which is this one right here. So, the one on the top. Details are the exact same. The prints are the same. I mean, there's really nothing different here. There's a little bit of difference in like the Bigfoot print. This one right here, which is the existing one. The kind of yellow or gold is a little bit darker. And then details on the front. Prints are the exact same. Same with this side. And then, of course, the details on the back is the same as well. The existing one on the right is significantly darker. This is the one that came from the Bigfoot Legacy box set. And then this is our newest one right here. So a significant change in the blues if you want to get super technical. But the wheels, the chassis, and the chrome engine are all exactly the same. So it doesn't even fit on the screen. So there you go. That is episode 74 Diecast haul. Let me know what you guys think about those. Let me know about finally finding some new muscle machines. It's crazy. And let me know what you guys think about cracking open RLCs too, because I'm probably going to start doing a lot more of that and enjoy those a lot more. I don't particularly like leaving them in the cards. I kind of like cracking them open. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think about those. Don't forget to subscribe. We always have Diecast all the flipping time here at Level M. And I appreciate every single one of you guys for sticking around, watching my videos, and participating and supporting me. So we'll catch you later on the next haul. Peace.